Hello from the lookout. Nope, I still haven't found my razor. I'm thinking about growing a beard. There you go. I'm remaking this video. I made a video last night, and Isaac and I were out on kayaks, and we were on Lake Charlevoix, and it is absolutely gorgeous, but I cannot get that video to upload. I woke up this morning. I've been loading my videos at night. It said an hour and 10 minutes. And then 15 minutes later, it said an hour and 10 minutes. So I deleted it and started again, and it said 2 hours. So I restarted my phone, and it said 3 hours. So I'm remaking the video, and hopefully this will work. All right, this is God's Word for today, from the lookout to the holler, from life's highest places to its lowest points, from the lookout to Boyne City to the holler. There you go. We're in Ephesians chapter 3, starting with verse 12. It says, because of Christ and our faith in him, I fall to my knees and pray to the Father, the creator of everything in heaven and on earth. I pray that from his glorious, unlimited resources, he will empower you with inner strength through his Spirit. Then Christ will make his home in your hearts as you trust in him. Your roots will grow down into God's love and keep you strong. And may you have the power to understand, as all God's people should, how wide, how long, how high, and how deep his love is. May you experience the love of Christ, though it is too great to understand fully. Then you will be made complete with all the fullness of life and power that comes from God. I love these verses. Because of Christ and our faith in him, what happens? We can come boldly and confidently into God's presence. We don't always feel like it. In fact, I would say we rarely feel bold and confident to come into God's presence. Yes, we as we follow Jesus, we can be bold and confident as we approach Jesus and come into, what does he say? Into God's presence, the throne room of God. I wouldn't enter the mayor's office here locally. I wouldn't just walk in boldly and confidently. I surely would not go into the governor's office. I would not be allowed to get anywhere near the governor's office just without an appointment, just walk in. And the president's office, forget it. I wouldn't be able to get anywhere near. And God says, because of Christ and our faith in him, we can come boldly and confidently into the Creator God, the creator of the universe, the Lord of everything, the Lord of every president, governor, mayor, everyone. I can come into his presence boldly and confidently. So Paul says, so please don't lose heart because of my trials here. I'm suffering for you, so you should feel honored. Paul was in chains. He was in chains for the gospel. And he's saying, don't lose heart because I'm in chains. Don't lose heart because somebody says, oh, that shouldn't happen because as we follow Jesus, everything should go well. Don't lose heart because I'm here suffering for you in chains. And God was using him in amazing ways. And that should give us courage. My family has certainly been going through difficult times. Don't lose heart. We keep going. We keep trying. We keep growing. We keep learning as we follow Jesus. Now, he says, when I think of all this, I fall to my knees and I pray to the Father, the creator of everything in heaven and on earth. When we think about God and who he is, it will drive us to our knees. It will humble us, and we can come to him. Look at this. I pray that from his glorious and unlimited resources, he will empower you with inner strength through his Spirit. We come to God with a scarcity mindset, like he only has so many blessings. He only has so much he wants to do for us. But that's the wrong way to approach God. He is not a God of scarcity. He is a God of glorious, unlimited resources. Well, Bill, I've prayed. I've asked God for help. What's going on? How come he doesn't answer me then? Well, we also pray to God who sees the whole picture, the entire picture, and he has the privilege of moving as he sees fit. And he invites us to keep praying and keep believing, okay? Through his glorious, unlimited resources, here's what he will do. He will empower you with inner strength from the Spirit, with inner strength. He'll give us power inside as we follow him through the power of his Spirit. Then it says, then Christ will make his home in your hearts as you trust in him. So the more we trust in God, the more we sense Christ at home in our hearts. And he says, your roots will grow down into God's love and keep you strong. When I was back in Arkansas, and we had these 2 planters that I built, and I used 5-gallon buckets to plant things. There was this grass or something that came in, and I tried to pull that thing. It was like, I'm not letting go. And I mean, I picked it up with 2 hands. It picked up the whole 5-gallon bucket. I had to fight to get the roots of that weed out of that bucket. But it was worth it. Some of the roots that the things that we have allowed to take root in our lives go deep. And Paul is saying, let God's love root you deeper. Let God keep you strong. Let his life and power and Spirit go deep within your spirit to where it won't be unrooted. He says, may you have the power to understand, as all God's people should. All God's people. That means whoever follows Jesus, whatever denomination, whatever church group, whoever you are, if you are following Jesus and his Spirit, you claim Jesus as Lord over your life, he has forgiven you, and you're praying to Jesus, then we should allow his, we are those who, as all God's people should, we should have the power to understand how wide and how long and how deep and how high his love is for us. That's like extending in infinite direction, infinite lines in each direction. God has infinite love for us as followers of Jesus. And so we celebrate that, and we live in that, and we treat each other out of that love. Now, he says, may you experience the love of Christ, though it is too great to understand fully. Isn't that amazing? His love is too great to understand fully, because it's awe-inspiring. Then you will be made complete with all the fullness of life and power that comes from God. As we allow his love to go deep, as we are rooted in the love of God, he said, and it's beyond our understanding, he says we'll be made complete with the fullness of life and of power that comes from God. So I pray for you today. I pray that you will understand God's love better today than you ever have. I pray that you will be made complete with fullness of life, fullness of joy, fullness of power, fullness of grace that comes from God. Oh Lord, may it be so. God bless you.